Hey Eric, Jeremy here with the video I promised you, showing you how you can beat out your competition on Google. In this video, I'm going to give you some tips and tricks that you can do yourself to improve your rankings. I'm going to show you how we do it as well. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is content. Content is king. Google likes to see about 1,500 to 2,000 words on the home page of a site and about 500 to 750 on each service page. And there's two main reasons for this. One, the more you talk about your relevant industry, the more Google sees you as an expert, gives you a higher trust rating, and gives you more ranking for that. Okay. The second reason is that the more content you have, the more keywords you can get put in there and the more keywords you get found for, okay, on Google. So let's go ahead and take a look at your site and kind of see what we can find. I know you can't see it in this screen, but one of the first things I see right here is that your site is not secure. You've got an HTTP site instead of HTTPS. Okay, which means that it has to have a security certificate. Google actually dings you in search rankings for that because like 99.9% of sites now have a security certificate of some sort. Okay. Second thing I see, also you can't see it in this screen, is that up here in your, when you have the tab open, it shows a WordPress symbol instead of having like a miniaturized version of your logo called a favicon. Okay. Not only does Google see that, but your customers see that as well. They see that WordPress icon instead. And it kind of makes it look like your website's not done in a way. Okay, that you're not fully a business yet. Okay, so so let's go ahead and keep going here. So as you can see now, this is kind of interesting. If you look down here, when I hover over your phone number, it just says TEL colon with a pound sign. Okay, you need to actually plug that phone number in there instead of that pound sign. All you got to do is type that phone number in there. You can put the dashes in, leave them out. You can put parentheses in. I've seen it work just about every way possible. Basically, the internet basically picks up on it. Google picks up on it. Okay, they know that it's a phone number, and it becomes click to call at that point, which means somebody can click to call on their voice over IP on their computer or through their mobile. Okay. So let's go ahead and look at your content real quick. Okay, so a little bit there, a little bit there, and that's it. Okay, so you've got well less than 500 words here. Okay, and like I was saying before, Google likes to see about 1,500 to 2,000 on the homepage. So I would definitely increase the content. As you can see, these aren't click to call either. Well, T, F, F is fax, C is cell. Okay, I would actually spell those out because that's kind of telephone, fax, and cell, maybe. Um, and then also make this an email to link. Okay, which is very similar to the telephone link. You just put email to without any spaces, colon, and then the email address. And that turns that into a link. Okay, so next thing we're going to talk about is your backlinks. Okay. So this is Ahrefs. It's one of the tools we use to research backlinks. And looking at this right now, you've got 12 organic keywords that you're showing up for, which is very low. Okay, most companies have a couple hundred to well into the thousands. Okay, so and the reason you're only showing up for 12 is because of the lack of content. That's part of the reason. Plus, Google's not finding you a lot right now. Okay, judging from this right here. So that's a lot of the reason why you're only getting 8 people a month coming to your website. Eight's not zero, but we want this in the hundreds, if not the thousands. Okay, so and that way a lot of those turn into customers, puts more money in your pocket, right? So right now you've got 13 backlinks coming from 6 referring domains. Okay, so and I see right here only one of those domains is a do follow domain, so that's the only one actually passing power to you. All right, so let's go ahead and see what those. So the one that's a do follow is local.yahoo.com. Okay, that's a good do follow. That's actually a really good one. But all the rest of these are no follow. Okay. Now this right here doubles as a citation, which gets talked about later. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at your competitor. So to find your competitor, I looked up Roofing Contractors Indianapolis, and the first thing you see on Google is the Google ads. Then you see the map pack, which we'll talk about here in just a minute. This actually has a ranking factor as well. And then we're going to find an actual company in the organic listings to find for your competitor. So we're going to skip the BBB, Home Advisor, GAF. So the first actual company is Cochrane Exterior. So let's go ahead and check them out real quick. So as I pull up their site, they have, let's get rid of the pop-ups and stuff here. So looking at the content they have, they got a little bit there, a little bit more right there, a little bit right there, a little more right there. So they got, around 1,000 words or whatever, which still isn't the recommended amount. But let's see what they're doing for backlinking. Okay, so they got 538 keywords that they're showing up for on their whole domain. They're getting just over 600 traffic every month. Okay, so they've got 1.7 thousand backlinks. So one of the things we do is we like to go into these backlinks, and we actually export this entire list, and we look at we go and find the good ones, and we go after the same ones. Okay, so as you can see, they've got Home Advisor here. They've got coupon codes, BBB. So we're going to go one by one and go after each one of these, and that way you're copying them, and then we go out and find you 25, 50, 100 more that are good quality, so you can beat them. Okay. So then the last thing we're going to talk about is this map pack again. Okay. So there's a number of things that rank you in the map pack. There is the star rating, the number of reviews. If you don't have this already, go to business.google.com and sign up for this. It's absolutely free. When you sign up, fill out your profile completely. Make sure you fill out a good description with a number of keywords in there for your industry. And then once you fill that out, start adding some pictures. Okay. Speaking of pictures, one of the things I want to point out is that when you're doing pictures, you want to make sure that your pictures are labeled with a name that is same as one of your keywords. Okay. So to give you an example, I've got the your competitor up here. So if I go to save image here, you see how that's a bunch of numbers and letters? Well, see, Google reads this. Okay. So if this was actually labeled as, let's say roofing contractors Indianapolis .jpg, Google would see that and count that as another keyword insertion. Okay, so that's actually really important to remember, and you do that with both your website and your Google My Business listing. Okay, so back to this. So you upload a whole bunch of pictures. You fill out your description all the way. When make sure you put your business address in, and then we're going to go out and find some citations. This is actually the most important thing, is finding citations. And very similar to backlinks, quality matters. Okay, you want good citations with good authority. Okay. Some of the top ones out there are like yp.com, Super Pages, Yellow Pages, stuff like that. It's basically a phone book listing. It's name, address, phone number in different directories around the web. And the difference between this and a backlink is that a backlink has a link on it, and this is more dependent on the phone number. Okay, so and that the number and quality citations helps you rank in this map pack. So is there a big difference in the ranking between 1, 2, and 3? Not a huge one. But is there a big ranking difference between 3 and 4? Absolutely, because nobody ever clicks this view all button. Okay, so that's pretty much it for this overview. If you apply these steps correctly, you'll be ranking in no time, having more customers, and put more money in your pocket. So if you have any questions, you know how to reach me. Have a great day.